The Assembly of the Deep is one of the 4 renowned factions coming in the War Within, and in this video we're going to be running through all of the various methods for gaining renown and reputation with the faction so you can get maxed out as soon as possible. So first up, we're going to talk about the one-time sources for reputation, and these are one-time across your entire account, so once you get the reputation once on one character, your ults will not get that reputation from the same source again, and that's due to all of these now being warbound. The first source up is going to be the zone campaign, so there's going to be a 3-part campaign for you to go through while you're leveling, and this will give renown as you progress through it. The next source is going to be side quests. There's going to be a ton of side quests dotted around the entire zone, and doing these will give you 500 reputation. To make your life a little bit easier to figure out which side quests you should do, where they are, what the criteria is, I would definitely recommend the add-on By the Way quests and also the War Within plugin, and this will give you a list of all the quests available in the zone, the criteria to unlock them, the chain of all the various quests, which quests you're up to, and the rewards for them as well. The next source is going to be these lore items. Hidden away in the zone, you'll find these little areas with like a magnifying glass on the minimap. You'll go to it, you'll click on it, and this will give you a little bit of information about the races in the zone or an event that happened, and you'll gain some reputation for doing that. And we do have a full guide on all of the various lore items if you want more information, but for now I'll just have the map up showing you the locations. The final one-time source for reputation is going to be treasures. There's going to be a ton of one-time treasures throughout the zone that you can go and get, and these will give you reputation for getting them. Once again, I'll have a map up now, but we do have a full guide on all the treasures if you're interested in watching that. So once you're done with all the one-time sources, how do you gain reputation? Well, it's going to be from weekly tasks. There's not going to be any kind of unlimited grind method like at the start of Dragonflight. Instead, you're going to have a list of stuff that you can do, and once all of it is done, you're kind of capped for the week on reputation. The first source is going to be the weekly events, and this faction currently has 2 of them. I'm not really sure if that's intended because it does mean you gain reputation faster with this faction than you do the others. They may still tweak that for launch though. The first event is going to be the Awakening Machine. You'll pick up the weekly quest for it, you'll head in, and you'll basically have an NPC in the middle. There'll be various mobs that will come and attack the NPC, and you have to defend him. So there'll be ones that just walk towards him, you have to aggro them. There'll be beams that you have to block. There'll be mobs that channel that you need to interrupt, and you'll just keep doing that until you reach wave 20. Once you complete the maximum number of waves, you'll get 4 chests outside. You'll loot the chests, and inside these chests will give varying amounts of reputation, up to around 1.2k total. There'll also be an additional weekly quest to loot these treasures that you can find throughout various different zones, and looting these will give you these blobs of wax, and that's what you need for finishing the criteria for this weekly, and this will give 1000 reputation as well. The next source is going to be rare spawns. There's going to be a bunch of rare spawns scattered across the zone. I'll have a map up now showing you all the various different locations, but killing each of these once per week will give you 150 reputation. The next source that you can do weekly will be a weekly dungeon quest that we can pick up from Ogle, and this will give you 1500 reputation once you do it. You can do the dungeon on normal with followers to make life easier. You just go in, clear the dungeon, hand in the quest. However, the catch is you can only pick one faction that this reputation goes towards, so it's up to you whether you want to put it towards the Ring in Deeps faction or a different faction entirely. The next source is going to be world quests, so as always, a few world quests will show up at the start of the week, and as we progress through the week, some more will show up as well, and these will give 50 reputation, although some of them will have an additional reward of reputation as well, which will give around an additional 100. Like everything else though, once you've done these on one character, you will not get reputation on your ults for doing them as well. Additionally, there's a new type of world quest called a special assignment, and this may not be in the Ring in Deep zone every week, it'll be every other week, and it'll be kind of like a padlocked world quest. And to unlock it, you need to do 3 world quests within the zone. That will unlock, there'll be like elite mobs that you need to deal with. You'll finish the criteria and you'll get 200 reputation for doing this. The final source of reputation is going to be the contracts. So you can put on a contract. The contract will now be for your entire account. So once you pick the Assembly of the Deep, that's it, all your characters will now contribute towards the Assembly of the Deep for that entire week and you won't be able to change. Although similar to everything else, if you do put this contract on and you do a world quest on one character, that'll get the reputation, but your ult can do the same world quest and will not gain reputation. And as always, the contract is going to give 5, 10 or 15 reputation depending on the quality of the contract. And that's basically it. So you're basically going to do the one-time sources, and then it's going to be a case of doing the weekly stuff week in and week out for over 2 months, and eventually you will hit the max renown of 25. If this guide's been helpful, then definitely subscribe and look out for more of our guides coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.